happened quickly, and I think the diplomacy involved in the treaty and the fact that the implementation day is imminent all weighed in to make this something that was resolved as quickly as possible.
We do hear that the implementation of the Iran plan, the monitoring of its nuclear activity, will begin as soon as this weekend. Is that true? And if so, how does it begin?
Well, there are all these phases of the plan, the adoption, of course, the passing of the legislation. We're very proud of what it is. I think it's really important for the American people to realize, though, that the money that is being released is Iranian money held in banks, other banks, not in U.S. banks. So it isn't about us giving them anything. It's about them having access to their own money if they meet the terms of the agreement. And we have to be very vigilant to make sure that they do.
People hear the number, $150 billion. They don't care anymore about where it's coming or whose banks. It's that you're giving fuel to the Iranian fire. Fair criticism?
It's their money, and the sanctions were there for a reason.
Because they do bad things with the money.
Yeah, well, they may, and they have lots of needs in their own economy that they'll have to invest in. They have been doing bad things with the money that they have, but the fact is the biggest threat to all of us is that Iran would have a nuclear weapon. We have taken them off that course. How much is that worth of their own money?
What do you make of the suspicion that there were Iranian scientists on the ground in Korea during their most recent test? Do you see that as a circumvention of the deal?
Let me just say this about scientists and the rest. You know, when you're making a judgment about a country as to what they might be up to, you have to see if they have the technology, if they have the know-how, the scientific know-how to turn the technology into a weapon. You have to see if they have the launch capacity, and you have to see what their intentions are. In all of those cases, global security has been served by the Iranian treaty. It is quite remarkable. In fact, since you're asking more about it, it's a masterful work on the part of President Obama to bring the P5, Russia, China, into the fold. They have never voted with us at the UN on any sanctions on Iran in the past. So from a diplomatic standpoint, to get us to this place was masterful. From a scientific place, we were so magnificently served by our Secretary of Energy and his relationships there. People know. He probably knows. One of the Republicans, a former advisor to Bush presidencies, maybe both of them, has said he probably knows more about this subject than anyone else in the world. So we know what diplomatically we were successful. From the standpoint of substance, we had superior knowledge of what was happening, and they knew they couldn't fool us in any way.
The proof will be in the performance, and certainly we know what the tensions are, but they are premature in terms of seeing what actually happens. We'll wait and see. So we get to the speech last night. President Obama ends with his announcement that the State of the Union is very strong. He's talking to the American people. His main tone was, you people have to demand better to stop rancor in here. You have another year.